Hey, shalom, shalom, mishpocha. Welcome to another edition of Ray Bash's Ramblings. I'm your host, Rabbi Yehuda Ben Shomer, and the title of this video is Divide and Conquer. So, what's bouncing around in your head, Rabbi Yehuda? What's up with Divide and Conquer? Getting ready and preparing myself mentally, physically, and spiritually, and emotionally for these ministerial missions trips overseas, I began to think about my family and how much I'm going to miss them. My immediate family, my wife and my daughter. Then I started thinking of my extended family. You know, my mother and my siblings and my nephews and nieces. And it's kind of sad because as we've grown older and we've come into our own, having our own families and our own lives, it seems that we have grown apart, not only via mileage, distance, but emotionally and mentally and even spiritually. We've kind of grown apart from each other, and despite all there is technologically to keep us together, to keep us close and knitted as a family, it just seems that being close has kind of failed despite technological advances. How much more easier it is now to stay in touch with families and friends and loved ones. You know, you've got cell phones, you've got instant messaging, you've got Skype, you've got the internet, you've got email. You have the long distance telephone. You have jet planes. You have all these ways to connect and all these ways to get together, and it seems that nobody has time. And I think Satan knows just how important families are, how foundational families are. And ever since the beginning of time, Satan's MO, his method of operation, his wartime strategy and agenda has never changed. It's been divide and conquer this whole time. And the only way he keeps divide and conquer fresh, even though we know that's his MO, is he keeps pulling the wool over our eyes. He keeps getting mankind to be preoccupied, to be self-centered. Look, we've got our families, we've got our jobs, we've got our careers, we've got our ministries, we've got soccer practice, we've got yoga, we've got all these things, we got movies, we've got all these things to keep us occupied, to keep us on the go and on the run. And I'm not slamming extracurricular activities, and I'm not slamming karate class for Sammy and soccer practice for Judy or anything like that. But I'm just saying that we get our schedule so full and so filled that we don't leave any room for anything else. It's almost as if we're afraid to stop. That if we stop, that we'll be forced to interact with each other on more of a level than, hey, how you doing? Home, honey. Hey, what's for supper? Got your homework done, kids? More than just this superficial chatter. And we're afraid because in this technological age and in this self-centered age where we're so busy and so independent, we have become socially inept. We don't know what it means to sit around the table and play board games. We don't know what it means to throw some food in a picnic basket and go to the lake and have a picnic. We don't know what it is to take a hike or a walk in the park with our children anymore. We go to restaurants and you're supposed to eat around the dinner table, but yet it seems like everybody's eating on the go because Billy has football practice and Sally has ballet and Jimmy has karate, and we're always on the go and on the move, and so we eat on the go. We go to fast food or we pop something in the microwave and jet out the door, and so little time is spent around the dinner table anymore. And when we do, we've become so socially inept, we don't know how to start a conversation anymore. We don't know what to talk about or what to say. Everything is almost scripted for us. It's just the old pat answers. How's your day? Good. How was school? Fine. Did you have a good day today? Yeah. Did you learn anything new? No. What are you going to do tonight? I don't know. Well, you're supposed to go out with Jimmy tonight. What are you guys going to do? Oh, nothing. Whatever, and it's just so sad. And even when we go out to eat in an attempt to be close to our family members, we sit down at a restaurant. What's in all four corners of the restaurant? There's television screens. You've got you've got Sports Center on one, you've got CNN on the other, you've got the shopping network on the other, and my goodness, with iPods and iPhones we constantly have something to distract us, to entertain us. And Satan's method of operation, his strategy is to divide and conquer. Why is family so important? Well, because God created the first family. He created Adam and Eve, who had Cain and Abel, and immediately Satan divide and conquer. Let's pit brother against brother. Let's have the sibling rivalry. And there was this messianic prophecy that there was a Messiah going to come from the line of one of these brothers, and it was going to crush Satan and everything. And so to try to lessen the chance of Messiah coming, it was divide and conquer. Let's kill off one of the brothers. But despite that, God's plan still stayed intact, and the messianic line was not deviated. We had the whole thing with the flood and the with the Nephilim and all these sorts of things to try to pervert, pollute, or destroy Messiah from coming into the world. And you read all the patriarchs and matriarchs. There was no perfect, picturesque Brady Bunch, Leave It to Beaver type family. It was dysfunctional. You had brother against brother. You had siblings against siblings. You had in a polygamous situation, you had wife against wife, and it was just. There was lies, deceit, rape, and murder. Through the line of the patriarchs. It's insane. There was no such thing as a normal family as we know it here in the Western world. Heck, even today we're not sure what a normal family is, with all the dynamics changing. But it's divide and conquer, even from the very first family. Cain versus Abel. Jacob versus Esau. Isaac versus Ishmael. It's divide and conquer. It's sibling rivalry. It's let's try to separate the families. Once we divide the closeness between husband and wife, then all of a sudden divorce happens, and the kids get separated, and the kids get torn apart, and siblings break off from each other. And let's throw religion and let's throw politics into the mix. Let's stir the pot, because one brother is a Christian, and the other brother is Messianic, and the other brother is Muslim, and because this person is a Democrat, that person's a Republican, or that person's independent, this person's a Tea Party, or this person's right wing, this is left wing. In so many ways that families are fractured, and that the family dynamic is dissolving and deteriorating. Why? Because families are so important. If you don't have your family intact, your ministry is meaningless. Your life is meaningless. Keeping the family together is so important, and I have a couple videos regarding marital problems and marital issues. But this could go on for 10 series, but I think I'm just going to make this a one-shot video because it's been on my heart and mind. And even in my own family, I see how Satan is trying to operate, within my family dynamic to divide my immediate family, to put strife and wedges between my wife, my daughter, and I. And on a larger scale, on my extended family, my nephews and nieces, we don't communicate like we used to. My brothers and sisters, I keep calling and leaving voicemails or sending out emails and get nothing in return. And it's so hard for the family to talk and to get together despite all this wonderful technology we have to try to keep the family close. So that is the challenge. Once we remove the wool from our eyes and see what Satan's trying to do and see how fragmented that our families being, we need to just love each other and agree to disagree agreeably and hold out the olive branch and just let the blood be thicker than the water and just say, despite our differences, I love you because you're my brother, or you're my sister, or you're my mom, or you're my dad. Let's work out our differences. Heck, if you have to, go to family counseling, whatever. But keep your family intact. There's always going to be things that divide us because we're all individuals and we're never going to see eye to eye. But let's stop being selfish and be selfless and start shaving off all the extracurricular stuff and all the unnecessary stuff that busy our lives so much that we don't spend time with our family. But let's make it a goal and make it a purposeful motive to try to bring our families together. Your immediate family, your wife and your kids, to have a couple days a week besides Sabbath to get together and be a family, to play board games, to go out camping, to go have fun together, to go on a bike ride together. And your immediate family, schedule times of vacation where you meet with your family and have family reunions and call each other on the telephone and send letters and cards. Boy, I can go on, but hopefully my point has been made. I'm running out of time here. The clock's against me again. So thanks for watching. Just keep this in mind and ask God how you can bring your family closer together. Love you guys. Shalom and Shavua Tov. Bye-bye.